My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to the Darkest Dungeon, specifically the Darkest Rhapsody estate thereof. We've already got a caregivers convention going on, which means that we have the ability to lock people into the treatment ward and the medical ward, probably just the treatment ward, let's be real, in order to deal with some of their quirks and such. However, something I actually want to point out is that, there's also a bleed amulet. I would actually really like one of those, specifically for a jester. That's really annoying because there's also a stun amulet, by the way. Stun amulet only gives the 10% stun skill chance though. Fortified garlic. So I'm actually just looking at the trinkets here to see what we want to get, because we do have to kind of just like tread water for a little while. One of the reasons that I wanted to go specifically for this is not only because it gives us a stun amulet, but also because it gives us another caregivers convention, so we can actually just treat a hell of a lot of negatives at the same time. Well, consecutively at least. So I think I would be taking the exact same party because they were literally built for going on that mission. Yeah, I actually kind of feel this. All right. So, fragile definitely needs to be removed. Risk taker, maybe. The prismatic ones never get locked out by other things moving in, so I guess Ruins Tactician is going to get moved instead. We've got a lot of people on the lower levels, though. Hidden Dark, you definitely need to treat some stuff, right? You've still got Fragile, you've still got Dark Temptation needs to be removed, obviously. None of the other ones I necessarily want to lock in, though. Prophet, you do have Paranomania that I desperately want to remove. Okay. Tiger Army, I'd like to remove Calm. It's not necessary, though, but sure. And then, does anyone have a disease that we desperately want to remove at this point? Kifar? No. Alright. Not at all. Cool. Kulai, in particular, has the disease for -10 accuracy plus 15% damage. On rabies. Thing is, Kulai don't really miss, so I still want to take them out on this mission. I guess I'm taking them out with Panel, right? And Panel will have the ability to remove a disease from a target. Right? It's leeches, right? Yeah, remove disease. So we can actually remove the disease from Kulai over the course of that. And then here, we've got a Dark Crown. Oh, those are really good. Moon Cloak as well. Damn. Right. I'm taking the Moon Cloak and the Dark Crown. Both of those are just extremely powerful. I'm also going to increase the size of the wagon.
An increasing stockpile of curious trinkets gathered from forbidden places.
There we go. Twice. So that I can see as many different relics here as possible, so that I can be a little bit more picky about them. Now we do need to actually start considering bringing back some money. We do actually need those leveled up. We do actually need to consider bringing back some money from some of these missions now, which is not something we have been considering beforehand, but we're about to get below 10k, so 10k, sorry, 100. All right. All of that looks good. So the rest of this is just got to be getting the right quirks, the right characters. Sorry, right equipment on the right characters. Broken key, and then what was the other one I put on you? I mean, I could just put the Lock of Fury on you. Although I think I gave you the map last time, didn't I? Lock of Fury would be for the extra speed. Whereabouts is it? Oh, wow. Do we actually not have a Lock of Fury at the moment? We must have lost one somewhere. Oh, no, we do. Yeah, +3 speed. So that would just be so that we can get Emin to stun targets early, but Emin's already very, very fast, especially because of the Luminous that they have. So I think Emin will go with the map And then backliner, you'll be taking Prophet's Eye as well as Blasphemous Vial. Prophet's Eye deals with the stress problems that you have, as well as gives you extra speed. And then the Blasphemous Vial provides the accuracy and the stun and blight skill chance you desperately need. And then we've got Moth Mother the Third. Misses the spot, Antsy Infirm. Well, those aren't great. But I really do want to go on this mission, so I think I'm just going to have to like 'em, lump 'em. Caregivers Convention. All right, let's go. Now, we're not going to be fighting a thing from Beyond the Stars, and we're not going to take on any Shamblers, should they even appear. So for those reasons, we can underprepare in terms of bandages and anti-venom. So we'll take, like, 2 bandages, 3 skeleton keys, 3 shovels, 2 stacks of torches. That much food. And then we're fine. Shovels, keys, torches, food. Got them all covered. Swap those around just to make the inventory a little bit neater. Cool. I can't even sell these, by the way, because they come with characters. Got scouting taken care of. Yep, we're fine. If you live for risk and darkness, then by all means bring few torches. We're a bit of a time from doing that yet.
Our land is remote and unneighbored. Every lost resource must be recovered.
So we've got a quest location directly to the left. Thing is, we are going to want to go down that line first just because it is shorter. And we're probably going to have to go down both prongs here. We can't guarantee that we have to go down both prongs, but probably. Ooh. So it's stunned the back line. Rain of Light as well, please. Sorry, Rain of Blood, Rain of Bleeding, Rain of something else. Can't remember the name of it for the life of me. That cultist acolyte, when it dies, is not going to leave a corpse because it's going to die to its bleed, which means that it sets up for a harvest next turn in order to kill it, as well as deal some extra damage to the fungal scratcher. You know, the same way that the last run went, because that was this same party going to this same area. So, yeah, there's going to be a lot of similarities there.
Death by inches.
All right. So I should take some opportunities to use some stress heals now.
Gently. This is how a life is taken.
Just because the opportunity's been afforded. Right, I'm gonna let that enemy attack once. Right. Because now I get another round of recovery, and then at the very end, that fungal scratcher will die.
A time to perform beyond one's limits. As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Because we're going to be coming back in this direction anyway, we just leave the torch. Sorry, we leave the loot and then come back in low light, that is to say, without torches, and then loot all of it then. The fact that we are surprising literally all of these parties is really good. Like, it happened a lot in the last time we went through this dungeon, so I'm kind of just conflating the two dungeons. Stun everyone in the first round, deal a ridiculous amount of damage. You know I like that line. Right. Yeah, sure.
Masterfully executed.
All that as well. Did manage to stun the backliner there, right? All right, we're gonna take absolutely no damage over the course of this battle.
The slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
Funny thing is this whole party would totally work if I replaced Emin with a Vestal, and then we would actually have access to a lot of healing as well. A second line of Vestal doing Profane Scroll build, and possibly a stun trinket.
Press this advantage.
I could see that.
Give them no quarter.
They wouldn't be able to play any arcade games. Didn't surprise them here, but these enemies are extremely slow, so basically they're surprised? Like, not really, but basically. Lead, and they're all dead.
Their formation is broken.
Maintain the offensive.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
I was wondering if I actually brought holy water on this mission. I intended to, but I guess I didn't want to chunk up my inventory too much. Okay. Alrighty then. They get one action out this round? Ugh. This party is so good. Uppercut slice on Moth Mother misses. Very glad it did, because we definitely would have gotten bled by that.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Only one I cared about the stun on was the backliner. Didn't manage to hit that though. Oh well. Blanket fire across the party for 2 damage total, as well as 1 debuff on 1 character for negative dodge. On the character who already had the least dodge.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
All right, everyone's dead now. I guess I should have done the whip for the possible crit and then stress heal on the
As
backline.
victories mount, so too will resistance. The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Yeah, I'm actually comfortable going all the way down here.
Nature herself, a victim to the spreading corruption, malformed with misintent.
Okay, probably worth. Considering the curios that we found, probably worth. That was me trying to turn out the light.
Darkness closes
I don't
in,
like that shift
haunting
click
the hearts of men.
is how you turn out the light, but it's also so close to turning it on. Grave dig once. We can probably drop the medicinal herbs. There's no great loot that we can get with medicinal herbs in this dungeon. I'm holding on to the anti-venom just because I know that there is a stump up in this direction and the anti-venom is particularly useful there. I could also just roll the roll without anti-venom and just risk a blight chance, but if I already have the anti-venom, I can just guarantee loot from it anyway, so may as well hold it for that. Unfortunately, didn't get holy water in time in order to trouble with that effigy, the troubling effigy right there.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood.
Crests are probably the least useful thing that we can have right now. It's our second anti-venom, so actually still have another one left in the inventory. Okay. Just reordering my loot so that I can at a glance prioritize them correctly.
Wealth beyond measure, awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
We can afford to be pretty picky with our loot, and the reason that we can afford to be pretty picky is because we're gonna have to have
Stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
We're gonna have to have 3 medicine in our inventory by the time we leave the dungeon. Actually gonna loot this. I know that's my last shovel. Ooh, nice. I know that's my last shovel, but that can give you really good loot, as it just did. And also, if I have to just push through a barrier, I'll just heal my party afterwards. Or rather, stress heal my party afterwards.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
Cool, cool. Perfect time to pump the torch there. And we got another shovel. You for the disarm, Moth Mother. Alright, and that's our next anti-venom. We actually get to get rid of that.
Hacks laden with loot are often low on supplies.
Handy. Pump the torch before going in, literally just to try and increase our scout chance. Keep that light high for a while. Did surprise them.
Inspiration and improvement.
Fungal Artillery never gets a single useful attack off. Fungal Scratcher in the front line gets 1. All right. Just need a little bit more damage. Come on. Hit Kulai, damn it. Great. I'm going to leave Kulai on this amount of HP from now on. And the reason for that is not only so they have the extra crit and extra damage and stuff like that, but also so that if someone does need to be burst heals, we can just instantaneously do that with Redeem.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Right, very much hoping that we get scouting after this, because we deserve it. We've been such good boys. Such good boys. Oh. And the Plague Doctor as well. That would have been a lot better if Kulai got their attack off first. Ripping Swipe rolls on Kulai. No other damage can come out this round. Fungal Scratch is now dead. Excellent. Go The double stun on the backline, try and hit the backline artillery. It did not manage to connect. So that artillery in the exact backline does have the ability to act this round. That's a little annoying. They get exactly one action before they die, though. DOTs. Unfortunately, due to the ordering there, that means they're going to be using Escape Cloud. Thankfully, we completely dodge it. Ooh, go us. Alright, I'm going to go for the party buff here, just because I can't actually attack the frontliner with Moth Mother there. And increasing crit chance is really good. Also, no one really had enough stress to bother removing.
The ground quakes.
Yeah, that'll get it done.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall. Carelessness will find no clemency in this place.
I don't know if that was strictly carelessness. I get your meaning, though. And then immediately we find another emerald just after I ditch the stack. Okay, we did get a scout hit. Good. It's a double-tiered scout. That's really good. Alright, it's time to rest.
A spark without kindling is a goal without hope.
Lash's Cure for the self-removal of the disease, and then I can actually start considering other things. I really want to Lash's Kiss for the extra speed as well as the healing there. We don't have nighttime ambush prevention, and that's something that we've known this entire time. We just kind of accept it. I'm going to give extra accuracy and crit to Kulai, and extra speed to Emin.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
So we know that we don't need shovels in order to actually complete this mission. So if we see an opportunity to interact with something using shovels for a lot of value, we do that thing for as much value as it gives us. Cool. Set up for another great harvest in the next round. Shank rolls on Kulai. Probably bleeds. I mean, it's fine that it does bleed. Backline's dead, and now we just on big crit. Yeah. Oh, damn. Not even enough damage to kill. Remove that stress on yourself. This target's just not going to act until we're basically done with the round, so. Nice. We even get an opportunity to heal up a little bit as well as remove the final point of bleed.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
900 gold is a lot of gold. Hopefully that curio is not specifically a bandage interactable. Otherwise, I'm going to be really sad. Okay, it's not. Tax contents are ours.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
It's entirely possible there's no combat in this upcoming room, just because it's a quest location. Yeah, awesome. We'll advance literally just to check what this curio is, and then we can decide whether or not we actually want to traverse to get to it. Well, never mind. I guess I have to traverse first. Sure, we'll entirely pop the light out and then loot a torch.
Much worse than mere trickery and boogeymen.
All right.
These
Not
tonics
bad.
and herbs will stave off infection and neutralize contagion.
So we got 5 deeds, 5 portraits, as well as 20 deeds there. Precise Striker on Emin. That's really good if we ever decide to have Emin transform. Emin does have the Prismatic Stress Less, which is extremely good for an Abomination who wants to stay in that transformed mode. Weak Grip on Penel doesn't mean anything. In fact, if Weak Grip locks in on Penel, that's perfect for us.
Preponderance of rare and exotic injuries makes this place perfect for the study of suffering.
Perfect. We also probably now have like a lot, like we can sell a Blasphemous Vial there, we can sell a Martyr Seal, we can sell 2 Hell's Hairpins, and a Raider's Talisman. 1 Heaven's Hairpin, definitely none of the Moon Rings just in case, definitely none of the Moon Cloaks just in case, definitely Sniper Ring, both of them. Definitely like 2 Sun Cloaks as well, Quick Draw Charm, Cudgel Weight, Fortunate Armlet. I'm selling these so that we can recognize that we actually do have a lot more money than it looks like right now. Okay. Moth Mother leveled out into the next group. Well done, Moth Mother. Alright. Is there anything that we obviously want to go on next mission? Because before I lock people away, it's good to know what I plan to do as my next mission so that I know who is available to be locked away. Care about holy orders at all. No, I'm kind of malleable. Thankfully, curse-carrying insects have begun to spread over the estate, so we're actually going to start being able to pick up our invitations in the next episode, which is going to allow us to go back into the courtyard. Until then, my name is Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Darkest Dungeon. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we will see you next time.